Hey Aquarius, it's Donna. Um, Starting off, I wanted to thank you for the views. You guys were the leading zodiac sign uh, most recently, so I really appreciate that. Uh, More than you know. So let's get started. There's a couple of people, believe it or not, that might try to defraud an Aquarius of all people, like they're going to actually get away with it. Little do they know how friggin' wicked smart you guys are. You're going to see it coming. But I do want to let you know some things that are in the reading. Let's go through the formalities real quick. This is a general reading, so not everything may resonate. So only focus on what applies to you and use your best judgment. No one can tell you what to do. This is for entertainment and educational purposes. So your reading has been it's more down than it's good, I'll tell you that right now. But like I said, I do feel like you need to be warned. There's a couple of things. Tis the season to be scammed. So I have a feeling that it may have to do with purchases and things like that. I'm just going to jump right into it the way I was taught. I don't know what this format is called. It's really old. Um, we shuffle the cards and split the deck into three piles. And I take what's on the bottom of the decks and I call those the first three. Those are always read upright. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just the way I was taught. So, we're going to start off with that and we'll get into it. If you don't have time to do the whole reading, you just do the first three and that should be enough for you. It should put the reading in a nutshell for you. The first card that we have is the Ace of Swords. And like I said, these are read right side up. This card represents conquest, triumph of power, great activity, great love, great hate. So the ability to, have that strong of passion, birth of a hero, and championship. So usually the aces are the beginnings of something great. And especially if they're right side up, and like I said, these are to be read right side up. The first three are. So this is very auspicious. You're headed in whatever great direction you're wanting to go. So this is a good step forward. You will have a few disruptions, but this is going to have a good ending. So it all ends well. So and these readings are timeless. Therefore, they're dated for record keeping, but generally this video is for when you land on it, give or take 4 to 6 weeks. Time is, relative, so nothing is exact. And, if it's after December, it's whenever you land on this video. All these are timeless anyway. So anyway, like I said, the aces are very auspicious. They are the beginnings of something great. The second card in the first three is the Ten of Swords. This card is basically what you're worried about. Like I said, you're going to have some disruptions, but it's not going to be that detrimental. But the Ten of Swords is like a really heavy card. It's a heavy burden. It's serious despair, ruin, defeat, disruption, tears, trouble despite riches, and tens are always the end of a cycle. So it may reference the end of a heavy burden, the end of serious despair, ruin, and all that jazz. So, I feel that this is something that you're really worried about. Especially if your life is going really well right now, you might be worried about, when's the other shoe gonna drop, or when's this gonna start getting, messed up or whatever. Um, Try not to think negatively. I believe highly in manifestation, and I believe if you put the words out there, you physically speak the words. You don't have to, you can think real hard, but if you physically speak the words, that to me is very powerful. Try it. Just try it. So the Ten of Swords, I feel, is what you're worried about. Like I said, you have a few speed bumps. It's not like the end of the world, the end of the, I think it's the Rider deck depicts somebody with 10 swords in their back. So they're obviously, dead. It is not a card of death, of a violent death or anything. It's just, it's the end of a cycle. You're done with it. Stick a fork in it. You're done. That kind of thing. The third card is from the major arcana, number 5. It's the Hierophant. I don't know why they picture a guy there. This deck is not the Rider deck, so it's a Swiss deck, and I don't know why they've got a guy there. Gender is neutral in tarot anyway, so we all have masculine and feminine characteristics, so that's what these cards are referencing. So the Hierophant, this is a person who likes to hide things. They don't like to have their thoughts and their actions and their feelings out in the open. They don't, they want to have something hidden, whether it's for comfort or for strategic purposes, whatever. This is a card of looking within. This is a card of learning lessons, wisdom, long-term commitment, church, of the church, church leader, divine guidance, structure, and society. So it's a reminder to stay on path, stay the course. So get your eye on the prize and stick to it. The Hierophant also references Taurus, so you may be dealing with a Taurus or something during Taurus birth season. There may be some kind of potential surgery, whether it's you or somebody you know, someone close to you. Someone may be looking at surgery. Doesn't say anything bad about it. Just take care, how they tell you, don't eat anything after midnight, follow the rules and everything. It's just something they're mentioning. The reading is divided into sections, and each section is a different area. I'm going to start off with the center, and this is what's going on with you right now, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, things that are influencing you, whether it's people, whether it's words, opinions, whatever. And then we'll get into the other areas. So the center card, this is you right now. This This is the Page of Swords upside down. Now, I'm not saying you are the Page of Swords. I'm just saying this is your situation. This is upon you right now, basically. But this is not you. The Page of Swords, the court cards are given physical attributes in the book that I reference, and I'm going to give them to you, but anybody can change their hair or their eye color, so it's not, I don't feel it's the characteristics of the card, but brown hair, brown eyes, young person, 25, 30 years or younger. Um, Upside down, this person is like a spy, could be like a stalker. This is a deceptive messenger. So this person is going to be showing up to lie. They're going to be telling you a lie. This card is the card of an imposter. So an imposter will be exposed. It's frivolity, cunning. So this person is not a trustworthy person. The card also references possible illness and to expect the unexpected. So this person is cunning, and they've got a deceptive message for you. They're an imposter. So I'm feeling like this is like shopping, like something to do with a purchase. Like maybe something's too good to be true, or somebody's trying to rip you off. Something like that. It doesn't matter which side you read first. I'm just going to grab one. 21 from the Major Arcana. This card is the World card. It's upside down. Excuse me. This card references success soon, but not yet. So you're not there yet. That's what I was saying with the first three. It's going to end well. It's just you're not there yet. There's a fear of change, fear of travel. Perhaps you're too attached to your residence, whether it's your house, your town, too attached to your job. There's a lack of vision. You're wanting to stay put. You're not wanting to like branch out. You're not wanting to, think of other scenarios. This card may reference someone at a distance. So you may have a family member that's not, nearby, or a loved one or a friend or somebody. This could also mean you're dealing with someone of a different nationality. The World card references world recognition. So this may be referencing an online presence, celebrity, being in the public eye. Online presence could be like YouTube. You could be a gamer. You could be it's endless. But some kind of being known for something, and now it is upside down. So it's saying that you're afraid to branch out. So I don't think that's too much of a bad thing. You don't get hurt if you don't move, but you'll branch out when you're ready. That's how I feel about it. You'll do it when you're ready. The other card is the Five of Swords. This card is right side up. Or is it? No, it's not. It's upside down. This card references to beware of pride. So that can be taken as you, like, beware of your pride, or beware of someone who's got, quite the ego. You might be dealing with someone who's got a big ego. It's a reminder for you not to have a big ego. This card upside down references that there's a chance of loss, there's a chance of defeat. Doesn't mean that there is one, but there's a chance of one. So, keep your pride in check. Don't make any stupid mistakes, Um, Also references attending a funeral. So this may be someone close. It may not be someone close. May be someone that you just know from down the street. It just says attending a funeral. I'm just gonna give that to you. So don't panic. And I look at everything as 50-50. Excuse me. This card also references empty victory, sorrow, and weakness. The empty victory to me is usually like, say you're getting you get the last word, but somebody loses their job because of it and you feel horrible about it. It's just something like that. It's like an empty victory. Yeah, you were right, but look at the calamity. You do what's best. You do what's best for you. I mean, you're gonna have to listen to your intuition, and it will not steer you wrong, especially with the Aquariuses. I know you guys are on a higher plane. Now, the sections of the reading, like I said, this is what you're dealing with right now. Someone around you right now is an imposter. Someone's going to try to, make a run for your money, take something that's not theirs. Now, whether it's a shopping transaction or somebody at work or, someone's trying to, give you the short end of the stick. It could be big, it could be little. It's getting mentioned, so I'm thinking it's not so small. May not be huge, but it may not be, so small. So this area back here is the past, and the cards in their arrangement are, this one's the nearest to the past. So the cards nearest to you is what I'm trying to say. References their time. So this one's closest to you. So this is the nearest in the past, further back in the past, furthest back in the past. I'm more lenient with the past area because you've got your whole damn life behind you here. So it could be years, could be decades, however old you are. So you'll know how it applies. The first card in the near past, we have the moon, and it's the number 18 from the major arcana. It is it references Pisces. You may have been dealing with a Pisces or something during Pisces birth season. The moon references, don't take any risks. Upside down, it references that the imagination is harnessed by practical applications. Storms were weathered. Peace was gained at a cost. It also references ghosting, emotions. The moon is emotions, and keeping secrets. So, with the Hierophant hiding things, and in the recent past keeping secrets. So, and that's not terrible, more of us should probably keep secrets, I don't know. Too many people spilled the beans too often. So the way I look at it, it's not killing anybody, keep it a secret, whatever. You did pretty well. Whatever bumps you had, you weathered them, you got over them. Things were going pretty good. further back in the past, we've got another one from the Major Arcana. All three cards from the past are from the Major Arcana, which means they pack a bigger punch. So these are heavy hitters. So you've got the 13. This is the death card. I call it the rebirth card, the death rebirth card, because it does not mean death. May references Scorpio, may have been dealing with a Scorpio or something during Scorpio season. This card references transformation, change, destruction followed by renewal. Could be a change in consciousness, new ideas, new opportunities. May also reference the sale of a house or, some other kind of property. So in the past, you went through change really well. And the change of consciousness means you're leveling up spiritually, you're leveling up, you're becoming more enlightened, which you are anyway. The Aquariuses are very not all of them, but tend to be religious, and they really like to delve into things, and religion is one thing. Every Aquarius I've ever met has been interested in religion. So I don't know everybody's birthday, so I can't really say that every Aquarius I've known. So but the ones that I've known that have been Aquariuses have been, delving into things and, interested in religion, many religions, as a matter of fact. Excuse me. So you dealt with something really well. You dealt with change really well. Furthest back in the past, the third major arcana we've got is the 15. And this is the devil. So furthest back in the past, we've got the devil upside down. The devil is a Capricorn or something during Capricorn season. Upside down, it means the beginning of spiritual understanding, the removal of material bonds, indecision, and overcoming pride. So here in the past, it was saying that you were overcoming your pride. So for some reason, they're wanting you to keep on that. Don't forget that. Because it's telling you, beware of pride. So keep overcoming pride. Be humble. You don't have to be self-effacing. Just be humble. Be, if you make a mistake, admit you made a mistake. You don't have to be an ass, just, oh, I made a mistake. Oh, sorry, I don't have to tell you guys that everybody likes Aquariuses are very likable. Everybody likes Aquarius anyway. I don't have to tell you that. In the other sections of the reading, like I said, you were leveling up spiritually anyway, but it started a while ago. I can't really tell how long ago. To me, it seems like probably a few years. The transformation that took a few years. This area over here is the work area, the group activity area. Anything that has to do with family, eating dinner together, family reunions, group activities like going bowling, going to soccer practice, stuff like that. Work, it's generally work as well, because you generally work with groups of people. So to me, it's work and group activities. So this card is read the same way: in the near future, further in the future, furthest in the future. And these two are theoretical roads to the future. They're read the same way: near future, further, further, furthest in the future. Same way that way. So the first card, near future, in the work group activity area, we have from the major arcana, the number 14, the Temperance. It is upside down. Temperance references Sagittarius, so maybe dealing with a Sagittarius or something during Sagittarius season. This card upside down references competing interests, unfortunate combinations. Like with that, to me, that could be, a partnership, you and your partner not getting along, or it could be like work groups, like you're getting grouped with somebody who's a slacker and they don't pull their weight, and you really don't want to be grouped with that coworker, and anything like that. This card also references fighting, corruption, separation, and a shipwreck or some other type of disaster. Doesn't mean that you're going to be on the ship or the airplane or whatever. It just means that there could be one happening. You'll hear about it in the news. I'm feeling like with, the unfortunate combinations and stuff like that, the fighting and the corruption, there may be stealing at work. So you may have a coworker that's stealing. You may either know about it or you may find out about it. You may want to say something about it. And you may also not want to get blamed for it either. But it's feeling like, the cunning, the imposter, it may be shopping and it may be a coworker. Someone's either, stealing money at work or stealing your money at work. The next card, furthest in the future, we've got the Five of Pentacles. This card's right side up. This is someone in need. This is being left out in the cold. This is either you or someone else. Either you're feeling like you're being left out in the cold, or someone else feels like you're leaving them out in the cold. This card references a possible unemployment. So that, someone, either you or someone you know or someone close to you, may get laid off. This may be a possible loss of home. It's possible. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Possible. Someone may get laid off, but it may only be temporary. So, this would be a reminder to, save your pennies and stuff just in case. This card references loneliness, lovers unable to meet, shared woes, dark night of the soul. So this is you or someone else. Someone may be unemployed. Someone may be out of a home. Someone may be visiting or staying with you because they're unemployed, because they don't have a home. They may be going through the dark night of the soul. I feel like you're going to be helping someone. Someone's going to be needing your help, and you're going to be helping them. I'm not sure how yet. The next card is from the major arcana, the number 4. This is the Emperor. He is upside down. The Emperor references an Aries, so you may be dealing with an Aries or something during Aries birth season. You have a lot of major arcana cards. This card upside down references a loss of control, serious injury in battle, emotional immaturity. So this to me is telling me, I don't, whether it's you or someone else, you need to control your emotions. So someone else may be emotionally immature and they may go off on you. So you just make sure you keep like an emperor and you keep in control. These cards are not set in stone, so everything is malleable and you can change anything. So this is a warning, don't let it get out of control. So diffuse the situation and de-escalate, whenever you can. This card also references possible defraud of inheritance. So that makes me think, contact older relatives and see how they're doing. Just because inheritance is mentioned, but people like to scam the older folk, and they're, some of them are easy targets. So check on your relatives and anyone that, might need a little help with whatever. Make sure, especially people that live alone, see if they need anything. Make sure no one's, taking advantage of them, taking their bank card, using it for personal whatever. I mean, excuse me. Stuff like that happens all the time. So check on your loved ones. And in the work area, it seems like the work and the group activity area, it seems like someone's going to be stealing at work. Someone may be trying to defraud an elderly person. And someone's gonna be, I'm gonna say, temporarily laid off and without a home. So, that's all it says. It's not detrimental. But it is warning you, though, that, if you go to battle, there will be some injury. So if this is at work, you might need to pick your words wisely. Like I said before, these two areas are like theoretical roads to the future. You can take one road, or you can take the other road, or you can take this card and not this card, or you only want that card. It's up to you. Like I said, none of this is set in stone, and it's all here as a warning, as advice, as guidance. So it's all up to you. Doesn't matter which side you read first. I'm just going to pick one and go with the 10 of Wands. Like I said, the 10s are ends of a cycle. So we've got the 10 of Wands. This one is upside down. This card references intrigues, separation. Here we have separation again. So you might be getting separated from a loved one. But it looks like it's only temporary. Maybe you could have a child. Maybe there's a child that's going off to college or something. So it's intrigues, separation, immigration, And this could be someone who comes and goes in your life. Could be a relative, could be a friend, could be, childhood acquaintance. It says if there's a lawsuit, there may be some loss. So, for instance, like a car accident, if you go to court, or, generally, even if you don't go to court and they settle, there is some loss. And that's not really a lawsuit, but, anyway, it's something like that. If there is a lawsuit, there will be some loss. And it also references there may be a death of an ego. And here again, you were warned twice of beware of pride, once of beware of pride and overcoming pride. You were overcoming pride in the past. So the ego thing might be a theme for you. Like maybe you're a prideful person, or, you just, you pride yourself on doing a good job. And, it's really hard for you to, let that down. It is a different way of thinking, but you can get there. This card is also an epiphany. So you had another card that referenced an epiphany. I don't remember which one it was, but so this card, it's basically saying that there's going to be someone coming in and out of your life, or someone who is coming in and out of your life. They may be leaving again. And to be leery of, any kind of lawsuits and stuff like that. Further in the future, we have the Knight of Wands, and he is upside down. Blonde hair, blue eyes, hazel eyes. This is a player kind of person. This is someone who is like in and out. So this may be the person that the previous card was referencing. This card may also reference someone who is at a distance. So that goes or there was another card that referenced someone being at a distance, and also separation. So there's some kind of separation. Someone's being separated from somebody for some reason. It seems to be temporary, but it's causing some sadness, which is to be expected. And we've got like I said, the knights are young, so 25, 30 years or younger. This card being upside down references the would-be lover turns jealous, creates conflict. Or if you're in a relationship, then a would-be friend turns jealous and creates conflict. Could be a coworker. I pulled a card on this, and gave me the Fool. And the Fool is someone who takes an unencumbered leap of faith. So to me, that is taking a chance on someone new. So this person may be someone that you don't know that well. The other card that I pulled on this was the Queen of Swords, and it was upside down. So, and that is a wicked person. Queen of Swords upside down. I'm getting this is somebody at work, possibly. Maybe you work with someone who's younger than you, somebody new at work. Maybe that's the person that's stealing. There's discord, interference with work. It could also be a child. If you have a child that would be 25, 30 years or younger, um, they could get jealous and cause a conflict, and that could interfere with your work. But with the cards that I pulled with it, to me, it's feeling like it's someone that you work with, someone younger that you work with, that's going to cause some problems. They may try to steal from you, steal from work. They may try to defraud in some way. Maybe they're taking like credit card numbers or something, and you see it. You figure it out. As you guys are wicked smart. You guys, you can see that shit coming a mile away. And if someone's doing something like that, like credit card scam, you would see that. You would say something. I know you would. I know a few Aquariuses. I know you would fucking say something. Whether that person would be pissed off at you or not, you wouldn't give a shit. That's how y'all roll. So the next card further in the future is the Seven of Cups, and that's right side up. This card references dreams, overactive imagination. Now that to me references it's the Knight of Wands next to it, because younger people have overactive imaginations, and just let their imagination run away with them, and someone young would, jump to conclusions rather quickly. They're not as seasoned as we old folk are. This card also references being too scattered, so you may have your resources scattered too much. You have your hand in too many pots, too many irons in the fire. Probably, need to back down or slow down just a little bit. This card references online presence, online, internet technology, that kind of thing. You may be doing something online. This card also references deception. So the Knight of Wands, I believe, right next to, especially when I was pulling that Queen of Swords and with the jealousy and the conflict, that the deception may be coming from them. I'm getting like a catfishing vibe. So maybe the online presence is like catfishing. If you're on any dating websites, be careful. Just check the people out really well, meet them in public places. Don't get in the car with them. Use different cars, and, don't let them follow you home and shit like that. Be smart. But like, I'm still getting like a stealing vibe. Not that someone's physically in danger. I'm just getting like someone's wanting to, steal when you're not looking, and they think they can get away with it. The other side, the other theoretical road to the future, first card is from the major arcana, the number one, the Magician. This card's upside down. The Magician has all the aces, but when he's upside down, it is indecision. You had indecision somewhere else also, in your past, I believe. So you're still a little indecisive about something. Upside down, it's weak will, destructive use of powers. So to me, this is a warning, don't let anyone get the better of you. You know, get a hold of your emotions, if they do. The Magician is pure willpower, and this is showing, a weakness in that. It's not, could also mean that, you might be weak on a vice or something, ice cream or drinking or whatever. You may break down and, I'll go ahead and have a beer, whatever. You're trying to, not drink for a while. And the next card is the Page of Pentacles. And this one is black hair, black eyes, dark complexion. He's upside down. He or she is upside down. Person is young, 25, 30 years or younger. Could be a child of yours. Could be, could also be a coworker. Could be family member. This card references excess, possibly being too materialistic, wasteful, not focusing on the right things, like what really counts. There might be news, loss of money or loss of goods. So that I'm feeling like, with the stealing, maybe somebody goes through everybody's purses at work or something and takes all their shit. Something like that. Like somebody goes through all the lockers or something. Even though it does say, there might be news, a loss of money, whatever. It ends well. With these two, you may be dealing with someone who's a tarot reader, or you may be a tarot reader. Furthest in the future, we've got the Six of Pentacles, and it's right side up. And that card references alms will be dispensed with justice, gifts, inheritance. So the possible loss of inheritance looks like that's not going to happen. But do check on your family members. Check on the people that live alone and stuff. This card also references material gain. Others will share justly. You will receive what you deserve. So what comes around goes around. So if you put good out, you'll get good back. So it looks like you'll be helping someone out with, I don't know, like money, food, or housing or something. This card is a card of sharing, and you're going to be sharing, and others will be sharing with you. So as in a nutshell, is like looks like someone might take a run at your money. There might be some defrauding, not just, with the inheritance. So I feel like somebody at your work is going to be stealing, whether they're running credit cards or they're stealing from, the lockers, or stealing people's tips, or I don't know. I'm just, with the I'm like a common area, like lockers and stuff, like the lockers that don't have a lock on them, or the room where everyone puts their purses or whatever, and no one's in that room with the purses except for when they come in to clock in or whatever. someone outside the family may be threatening to steal your inheritance. So I do feel like you need to check on things like that. Make sure no one's taking advantage of any of the elderly. You might have fights with coworkers or young people of some sort, so just stay cool. You don't always have to have the last word, so, there is grace to speaking your view and then just dropping it. You will be proven right without rubbing someone's face in it. It it'll come around. There's a lot of power in silence. So, just give them a chance to learn a lesson, and find out on their own. Make the mistakes on their own. And, be there to say, it's okay. If it's a child, one of your children, just, everyone makes mistakes. Just, don't be there to say, I told you so, but be there to say, it's all right. It's all right. Everybody makes mistakes. But, I do feel like the thievery is, that's feeling like that's work, because it showed up in the work in the group activity area, and it's around you right now. So if you've got a new coworker, you might want to keep your eye on them. It could be like friends of your children also, like if they bring a friend over and they spend the night or whatever, and you find out later that some jewelry is missing. Could be anything like that. Anyway, I wanted to thank you again. Thank you very much, Aquarius. You guys gave me the most views on your video, your last video, and I really, really appreciate it. Like I said, I do this as a hobby. I'm just trying to put good out there and help people that, maybe feel like they need something. They're just looking for something. My channel's supposed to be a safe place, so I like nice people, good people, and all that. And thank you very much. I appreciate everything, that comes my way. So, and with that, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.